Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Battlegrounds Live Isolate Together stream.
Hi.
We hope that folks will join us in isolation, far apart, but together, right?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Andrew. Hello, and welcome to our living room. This is...
Amanda. Hi.
And,
Hey, Lobster.
hello, Lobster of Revenge. It is great to be isolating with you. So true.
Huh.
So, as everybody is no doubt aware,
Aha.
Battleground Games and Hobbies is temporarily closed. This is due to current circumstances. It's definitely the right thing to do. We, for a while, were open for business, but with no in-store play. But now, all 3 locations are completely closed. We're not allowed to have employees in the stores. And so Amanda and I have been doing Isolate Together streams so that the community has a way to hang out with each other.
Yeah.
And still experience board games and card games and all the various things that Battleground normally offers live and in person, just through the internet.
We can be in person with each other. We live together. We don't have a very big apartment.
No, there's not much space to isolate from each other.
No, unfortunately. I know that's the thing. It's like, oh, yeah, use separate bathrooms.
We only have the one bathroom.
We've just got the one. So.
We could technically sleep in separate beds, but neither of us would sleep well.
Yeah. It's if one of us comes down sick, then we'll deal with that. But at the moment, neither of us are going out. So...
hopefully not catching anything, and hopefully don't have anything that we're giving to each other.
Yep.
I would be the more dangerous of the two of us, because Amanda has been alone for almost 2 weeks
Almost
now.
2 weeks.
As
of
isolated here.
Tomorrow evening. I will have been alone I will have been indoors for like 2 weeks. I did go outside very briefly today, because our good friend Jules,
Insidious Pie
in chat, dropped off some wonderful groceries.
Yes, very much appreciated.
Some of that's going to turn into ice cream. Yeah, looking forward to that.
Ice cream.
Yeah. So, yeah, we definitely...
If I ever make myself an apple pie, I'm going to want some ice cream to go with.
I don't want to just make vanilla.
Okay. What do you want to make?
I don't know. We don't
have our ginger nibs.
We do, but we don't have ginger preserves, or do we?
That's a good question.
We'll have to look in our cabinets.
So yeah.
Fun fact from Mountain Brown.
Mm-hmm.
You can make flavored ice cream using preserves instead of sugar on a 1-to-1 volume substitution.
So if it calls for a cup of sugar, use a cup of preserves.
Yep. Or like half a cup of sugar and half a cup of preserves. It depends on how strong you want the flavor. Anyway,
as part of our Isolate Together, we've been trying to play games that you can play cooperatively. Or single player.
2-player, single player. Hi, Pie. Pie, it was so good to see your friendly face today. I'm sorry, I almost made you cry. I almost cried.
We're glad
all
that you're
very
feeling
emotionally.
a little more human now.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear you're feeling a little more with it.
I really wish we had better lighting in here.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in the Matrix. It looks like we've been color graded. It's all yellow, green.
We are the lighting in our apartment is a very yellow lighting, just in general.
Yeah.
Which you notice when you start taking photos in the apartment. It's like, oh wow, everything is really, really, really warm. But we also don't have any of our regular like studio lighting that we have at the store. Dynamech, hey, Toshi.
Greetings.
How's it going?
Welcome.
It's that post-apocalyptic filter, so very appropriate. It is.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, time spent horizontal sounds good. Honestly, most days I've been doing at least a little bit of actual like work. It's hard to do all that much. For those who don't know, I am a children's librarian. Obviously, I'm not holding story times in my apartment except
However,
I kind of could. So there are a couple of things I'm going to be doing. One is that I'm probably going to at some point record myself reading out parts of one of my favorite picture books, which is Our Animal Friends at Maple Hill Farm, which is just, it's so good and it's so out of print. And telling some stories about being on a farm when I was a kid. We had friends who had a small farm in New Hampshire, and I have stories. And then today, a couple of authors have been very vocal about, yes, please read my stuff, make your life happier. Reading lets you go to other worlds, it lets you be together in a way. And Neil Gaiman, for one, has been very vocal about it, and his children's publisher, HarperCollins, has put out specific guidelines for how teachers and educators and other people can make use of streaming their books. They're really particular about it. Yeah, you can stream it. If you're a teacher or other educator and you're going to be putting it up in a closed environment, which is to say people can't just happen upon it, they need to be given a link to it,
Yep.
or it's password protected, then you can just keep it up indefinitely. If, say, you're going to be doing it in a public space, like, say, a Twitch stream that is not protected, or like a public YouTube video, you can't have it recorded. So you can't hold on to the video for, any length of time. If you're in a forum where you don't get to control whether it's recorded or not, you need to do everything under your power to contact the forum that you're using and have them remove the video. If it archives it automatically, the videos need to be removed from that forum by the end of this coming school year. So that's HarperCollins. You also need to make sure that you credit them and say that this is with express permission of HarperCollins publishers. That's HarperCollins. And I've got my own other issues with HarperCollins that go with how they treat their children's ebooks, but that's neither here nor there. Tamara Pierce today also issued a sort of blanket, yes, please stream my stuff. Now, an author doesn't really have the right to say that. As much as I wish they did, publishers do kind of get a call on that. And Simon & Schuster, which is the publisher that does the Alana books currently, hasn't issued any specific guidelines for public streaming. I'm going to treat it like HarperCollins. I'm going to read stuff out loud. And if Simon & Schuster wants me to not, they can tell me. And the VODs will be available for as long as VODs are available on Twitch, which is 2 weeks, and then they will disappear into the ether. I will not be archiving them anywhere. But I'll probably be doing that. I need to get my own stream channel set up. So I'll be doing that on my own channel, which is Merriman Lion, sometime tomorrow. And I will post on the interwebs when I will be doing that. It will probably be sometime in the afternoon or late evening, Eastern. Because
it's going to take some time to get things set up on
I got to get
computer
everything set up. I grabbed OBS. I need to make sure that I can bring audio input. I need to set up my computer to do that. So we're going to get that set up, and I'm going to be doing some reading out loud.
So we'll have that.
Yeah.
Pi has been reading from Uncle Wiggily.
Uncle Wiggily.
Which has been hilarious and fun.
It's been so good, Pi. We've been greatly enjoying Uncle Wiggily.
I have been doing some construction and painting of Tau, which are Warhammer 40K figures.
I'm going to be doing more origami folding at some point in the future.
Maybe some Lego. So we're doing a lot of different streaming stuff. Tonight, we're going to play Falloout, the board game.
It's one of my favorite board games. It's one of my favorite games. It's one of my favorite worlds in general. I love the sort of tongue-in-cheek humor to it. I love the sort of implication that there are eldritch, weird things going on well beyond the apocalypse. That, yeah, okay, bombs. However, Also, Elder Gods.
And aliens.
And aliens, yeah. We have really been enjoying Uncle Wiggly Pie. It's been fantastic. The stories are delightful.
I kind of fell asleep to Uncle Wiggly the other day.
Which is perfect. It's a bedtime story.
Yeah.
We need to get a hold of a copy of the Uncle Wiggly board game, which is...
Is there such a thing?
As far as I can tell, is basically Candyland. Your moves are determined by a deck of cards, and you just draw the card and go however many spaces it tells you to go.
Uncle Wiggly board game.
You might stream some off-copyright stuff from Project Gutenberg. That would be so good. Yeah, I was looking through Gutenberg the other day. The life and strange, surprising adventures of Robinson Crusoe of York, mariner, who lived in 8 and 20 years all alone in an uninhabited island on the coast of America near the mouth of the great river of Orinoco, having been cast on shore by shipwreck, wherein all the men perished but himself, with an account how he was at last as strangely delivered by pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now memorize that.
I did.
Who was the band that somebody was looking at that had all super long, or no, it was an artist. It was Sharon Apple. Had like super long names for all her albums.
Sharon Apple?
Wasn't it? No.
Fiona Apple.
Fiona Apple.
Sharon Apple is from Macros Plus.
That's the one.
Operating as intended? Yes. I was looking through Project Gutenberg the other day because I was looking for something that was out of copyright that I could read out loud, and everything that I came across that were like kids' books, yeah, maybe not. Friday doesn't get a fair treatment. Everything that I found, I was like,
what about the parrot?
Unfortunate things at the beginning.
Yeah.
So, like, Secret Garden and Little Princess, they both start so bad.
I told you about when I tried to reread the John Carter of Mars books and had to stop almost immediately. Mm-hmm. I somehow had forgotten that he was a Confederate soldier.
Yeah.
And man, was it racist. Man, was it racist.
The thing is, if I skip like the first chapter of each, where both Mary and Sarah start out in India with their very, very British families, who eventually all die. Maybe if I skip all of that and just go straight back to the UK, things would be better. I mean, it's out of copyright. Who's going to care if I skip chapter 1, right?
I bet you could find some, like, Chinese and Japanese stuff translated in Gutenberg.
Probably, but I wouldn't know the cultural sourcing on it. I wouldn't feel, fixing all the racist parts. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll do that. Just
skip that little bit.
Right past all of that, and get to the parts where, they discover a secret garden and plant things, and it's lovely. That's what I would like to do. But since Tamara Pierce has given sort of a broad permission to stream her stuff, I'm going to go ahead and stream her stuff. And if someone wants me to not be recording it, it's not sticking around. But I would love to have some friendly faces in chat. That would be really, really cool.
Very quickly before we get started.
Yeah.
While I was setting the stream up this afternoon, there was the follow noise. And I noticed that we have a new follower. We have The Irish Weaver.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're in chat, but thank you very much for the follow. If you end up watching this in the VOD or in the YouTube archive, thank you for the follow. Shall we talk about Fallout?
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Fallout.
So this is, by and large, and we've played Fallout 2 or 3 times on the stream before.
I played it on my birthday 2 years ago.
So we've played it before, but it is by and large a choose-your-own-adventure board game.
Yeah.
And most of the time, it's played competitively.
Yeah.
Where each person has different goals, and sometimes those goals are at odds.
Because I can't speak with any authority on the first 2 Fallout games, but definitely in New Vegas 3 and 4, you really do get to pick, and now 76 as well with Wastelanders coming out.
Coming soon.
They did push it back a little bit because their Q&A people are all remote now, and there was some work that needed to be done that takes some time. So you get to put your weight behind a faction. You get to decide who you want to have power in the wasteland that the game is set in. So in New Vegas, you get to decide, if you're going to be...
Who gets control of Hoover Dam?
Yeah, who gets control of the dam. Even with the DLCs all have sort of decisions to make.
There's a lot of different factions.
Do you overthrow the currently powerful faction and install a new leader? Do you throw your weight behind the current leader and help drive off sort of the upstarts? In 3, you definitely get to decide, who are you siding with? How are you going to make this work? In 4,
early on, you get asked by an agent of Tenpenny to blow up Megaton.
Yep, Megaton is the first settlement you happen upon. And it's got a bomb sitting in the bottom of it. And you can blow it up. You can make that decision, and you can make it very early on. And you get to sort of decide to change. You can change course up to a certain point. And in 4, you have 3 major factions and 1 minor faction that you get to throw your weight behind. And whichever one of the 3 big ones you pick, one of the others is going to get their butts beat. That's just how the game works. If you do what I do and very carefully walk a fine line, you can just decide to not follow through with the final quest and have everyone okay with each other. That's what I do.
Sounds nice.
It is. It's very nice. You always pick the Black Widow perk that lets you seduce the guy who asks you to blow up Megaton. Nice.
Cool.
I like being able to go to Tenpenny Tower and go upstairs to Tenpenny's room, and you can jump from his balcony to the balcony of the room that he would otherwise give you for blowing up Megaton. And you can go into that room even though it's still locked from the outside. You can go into it through Tenpenny's room.
Tricks.
Yeah. It's not even a cheat. You just jump.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Maybe save before you try.
Yeah, probably. It's very high up. So Fallout has always had the ability to sort of pick who you want in power and what faction you want to throw your weight behind. Definitely, even the DLCs allow for that. Far Harbor in 4.
Yep.
You get to decide, are you just going to nuke the whole island? Are you going to turn people into the Institute? Are you going to throw your weight behind the folks from Adam?
Runaway synths.
Or the synths in Acadia. The Nuka World. You get to decide which gangs you're installing, or do you kill all the gangs? Kill all the raiders, which, is usually what I do with mini nukes.
Kind of upsets Gage when you do that.
Yeah, well, much as I like Gage, he is a raider, and I do eventually need to kill him.
Anyhow. So in the board game, there are always a couple of different factions.
So, Andy, can you go to Zoom Cam?
I can.
So every one of the setups, and there are a couple of different scenarios. The base game.
4 in the base game.
Yeah, the base game comes with 4, and then the expansion, the New California expansion, comes with a bunch more. It comes with 6 more.
No, it comes with 2 more and expanded ones.
I said 6 for a reason.
Okay, fine. You know your stuff.
Why would you correct me without letting me finish?
I'm sorry.
It comes with 2 brand new that are New California and Rise of the Master, which are more based on 1 and 2. And then it has much bigger maps for the 4 that came in the base game. So you're looking at the Pitt right there.
Yeah.
This is the Pitt expanded that comes with the New California expansion.
Yeah, we chose not to do that because we didn't think it would fit on our table.
Our
We have
table-
limited table space here.
Yeah, it's only so big.
So this is the board layout.
And then on the back side, it shows you who your factions are, shows you a progress track for how much support they have in the wasteland that you're in, and gives you stats and information for how their agents act. Along here, you can see there are some things written. Those have to do with how strong your faction agents are.
Yeah.
So if like which one is that?
It's
If
the rebel slavers
if the rebel slaves are in the green, then they're, I think it's
Rebel slaves are
during a
stars.
fight inflict X additional hits. If they're in the green, X equals 2. If they're in the yellow, X equals 3. If they're in the orange, X equals 4. So as they gain more power in the wasteland, their agents do more damage and are stronger. Whereas the slavers, their level goes up. So how much damage they do per hit goes up. So it starts out at 1, then 2, then 3. So, yeah.
So we're not going to play this traditionally.
No. So the way the game normally works is Andy and I each get one of these little cards. One of these. And on the back side of the card...
Shall I reveal your card? Does it matter?
Yeah, because we're working together.
Okay. Because we're going to play cooperatively.
Yeah.
Whoa! And let me just throw it away.
On the back side of the card, we have...
This one is security.
Security.
Which means you get more victory points for each level that the shields are ahead of the stars. In this case, the shields are the slavers. So if the shields control more of the wasteland than the slaves, then you get extra victory points.
Now, not all the cards have to do with the factions. Sometimes the cards have to do with certain conditions. Like, if
mine is freedom.
Excellent. So we'll go with you.
Yeah, so we're going to coordinate in the choose your own adventure aspect to try and give the slaves more power in the wasteland.
Yeah. So the idea is, in the competitive game, you've each got a hidden sort of agenda that you start with. You can always change that agenda depending on what cards, because different missions will let you draw more of these cards. Some of them are things like you gain victory points based on how many chems you have in your
we'll
inventory,
see different things come up.
And so on. These are also the cards that are used to move the bad guys around the board. So I'm going to put out
monsters.
Some monsters.
Do they come face up or face down?
I'm going to double check that because someone in one of our streams was like, you did it wrong. They don't do what you did. And I went back and looked in the instructions and we were right.
So there's two different things. It's when you set the board up, are they face up? And when you explore a territory, are they face up?
So when we set up the board, they are face up.
Okay. So we have what is this? An acolyte. He is a...
Oh, is he from New California?
He is from New California.
Okay, let's take him out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to take the New California folks out. Give me another human then.
I had merged my New California stuff.
All right, so instead we have a bounty hunter.
Yeah, it sounds
He
right.
has range, loot. He's level 2. There he is. And we have a sentry bot. Level 3, aggressive and ranged. That's not happy. And we have... Oh, nope, that's the star.
Yeah, it's when you explore...
We have a glowing one. Aggressive and radioactive.
Well, he's going to hang out there for now.
Well, that's fine. I'll fight him.
Yeah.
If I take radiation damage... We'll talk about our characters in a bit.
It's that when you explore, if there are enemy icons on the map tile, you draw a random enemy and place it face up on that space. But when you kill that enemy, it refreshes face down.
Okay, yeah.
And that's what we were doing, and I think the person who was saying we did it wrong was thinking that they should come out face up, They only come out face up at the start of the game.
What about exploring? I'm sorry, I wasn't
When you
here.
explore, when you turn a tile over, if there's an enemy on that tile, it comes out face up when you explore.
Okay.
But if that enemy then gets killed, that space that spawned it
closest
respawns,
to you. Yeah.
I believe, face down.
That sounds right to me. Because otherwise there would be no activation because everything would always be face up.
Exactly. And I think they were saying that we had done it wrong because...
I mean, we do make mistakes.
We do make mistakes.
We're not
but I'm pretty sure
right.
that wasn't a mistake. Like, I'm pretty sure we did that right.
Okay.
That each enemy icon shown on the bottom... when an enemy type activates, you move each enemy towards... of that type one space towards the nearest survivor. If before moving that enemy is either in the same space... Blah, 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 blah. But there's also that they do come out face down when they're refreshed, I'm pretty sure.
If anybody viewing this is...
Take a random enemy of the same type from the supply and place it face down on the closest matching icon on the map that does not have an enemy of that type on it.
Yeah.
When an enemy is face down, it is inactive. So yeah, it doesn't come out face up when it's refreshed.
There's also the cowardly
which
type
will turn back face down if
it's not killed.
Yeah, if you don't kill it.
Yeah.
And that's like red scorpions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They'll burrow.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Shall we talk about characters?
Yeah, sure.
So there's a bunch of different character options. 4 in the base game? 5? 5 in the base game?
Yeah, 5 in the base game and 5 in the expansion. And where are my expansion? Oh, you know what? I didn't bother putting them in pick foam. I just have them in a bag.
Oh, okay. As long as they're in shape.
I have, so I've painted my figures. And
yeah, they don't come this way.
No, they do not. This took a fair amount of work. Though I did do a second set of these, which was won by Steve Riley.
Yeah, Steve. Okay. So these are all base game figures?
Yeah, these are base game figures.
All right. So we've got a Brotherhood of Steel Outcast.
Yep.
There he is. With his plasma rifle and his Brotherhood of Steel Outcast armor, which is all red and
yeah, it's
cool
got like
looking.
splashes of red paint and stuff on it.
You did such a good job painting these guys.
He was so much fun to paint. That Gatling laser, though, is quite a thing to find. Fortunately, the Fallout community is very good at getting high-res photos of things from the game and putting them online so that you can see it, because there's a rather large cosplaying community for Fallout, and people want a lot of details for how to make their fake weapons and the like. You've got a super mutant.
Yep, a super mutant.
He was also fun to do. I greatly enjoy doing rust on things, on metal. It's a fun effect to play with.
There's
a Vault Dweller.
A Vault Dweller.
He's wearing some armored
leather
armor pieces on his,
what vault did you put him from? 111?
That one I put in as 111. And
Steve's?
I want to say I did 13 for Steve's, which is kind of an in-joke, because you don't actually get to see the Vault 13 vault suit in the later games, but there was a GameStop exclusive DLC for it in one of them.
Anyhow, those are all characters we're not playing.
Yeah, we're not playing those ones. Those ones are what we have elected to not play tonight.
Who are you playing, Amanda?
I am playing a Wastelander.
I love this skirt because I've absolutely seen this skirt in the game.
Look, I did a lot of research on actual outfits from the games, and this outfit is worn by Ellie in Fallout 4. She is Nick Valentine's secretary.
Oh, right.
And she's wearing this tattered pink floral skirt and a pink plaid kerchief and what look like athletic tube socks as arm warmers. And a sort of denim-y faded shirt, like chamois sort of shirt. and Converse sneakers. I'm playing her, which means I start out with agility as a stat, and I get a tire iron.
So you have a weapon right off the bat.
I have a weapon.
That's sweet. I'm playing the ghoul.
Yeah.
Hey, Smooth Skin.
Hey, Smooth Skin.
And I love this guy.
He was so much fun to
pinstripe suit.
Pinstripes are not easy. I will say
On
that.
this scale, I would imagine not.
Pinstripes take a lot of
He's got
very, very, very fine attention to detail.
What is that? The radio blaster?
No, it's just a plasma pistol.
Okay. Anyways.
I would like to show off the other ones.
Oh, sure.
So these are from New California. They made 5 more characters to play with. So you have a let's see. This is a Enclave Deserter.
Okay, Enclave.
So you've got the XO1 armor, which is super fancy.
And
you've got this is the lone gunslinger who has the alien pistol, which I love. Love the alien pistol. Super nerfed in 76. We've got Mr. Handy.
I played him in the last game we played.
He's fun.
He is fun. He can't use drugs, though.
Yeah, he has to use junk to regenerate.
He can't use stim packs.
Yeah, can't use stim packs, can't use any drugs.
This is the trader.
Yep, we've got a caravan merchant who is holding up a power core.
Oh, yeah. He comes with a cow.
Yeah, he does. He comes with Lady Butterheart.
Who carries his stuff.
And finally, an NCR Ranger. She was
a sniper
fun to me.
rifle.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool new characters that are available in the expanded game.
So each one of those characters comes with a special stat. Every character that you can play comes with a special stat that they start with. It's sort of their starting boost. And as we go up in level, we'll be gaining more special stats. Do you want to show off your...
Sure, my stat board.
Yeah. So this game comes with these little stat boards.
It's not going to fit all on camera, so I'll just slowly pan it across the screen here.
It's got, but you see, it's got little holes for each of your special stats.
Yep.
Andy, as the ghoul, is starting with perception.
Yep.
Now, Andy, you actually are going to start with fewer hit points, which you have already done, I believe.
Yep, I start with 12 hit points.
Because radiation does not hurt him.
Nope. Radiation, in fact, heals me.
Which is really cool.
I'm also vilified, which will affect some things.
People don't like ghouls. It's really horrible.
So prejudiced.
One of the things that I find is a little uneven in Fallout is the treatment of ghouls. Because you meet, like, Hancock, and you meet a handful of other ghouls that seem to be, like, perfectly normal people. There's Daisy in, what's the settlement where Daisy and Hancock are
Hancock.
from?
I don't know. It'll come to me when I don't need to remember it.
It's where Scully Square used to be.
Of the people by the people.
Yeah, of the people by the people. And you meet a handful of ghouls that are perfectly normal people. They're just ghouls. But they're, alert and aware, and they act and talk like regular, normal, everyday people. They're just really old. They've been around forever. And, like, Daisy remembers the Boston Public Library being, like, a place where you could go as a library.
She asks you to return her library book.
Yeah, and to clear it out because there are super mutants inside. But then there's the implication that eventually all ghouls become feral. And this happens in Fallout 3. Yeah, it just needs a full dusting. In Fallout 3, if you let the ghouls come in to Tenpenny Tower, they're like, oh yeah, thanks. we appreciate it. They're very prejudiced against us. And then if you go back later, all the regular humans are dead. And it's sort of implied that the ghouls went a little feral. But then also, you can, like, meet other regular ghouls that are fine. You meet, is it Gob?
Fallout 3?
Yeah, in Fallout 3, there's one that can be a companion.
Yep.
You can go to their settlement in DC. But then in Fallout 4 in the DLC, in the Nuka World DLC, in Nuka World, in the Kitty Kingdom part of the park, you meet Oswald. And Oswald is a sentient glowing one who chats with you. He tries to kill you, but then you can actually converse with him if you've done a couple of things normally. And his whole path implies that he and his friends were trying to find a cure for their condition, but that eventually they all went feral.
One by one.
One by one, they all went feral.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend, Rachel, left to go find a cure and realized that, no, every ghoul goes feral eventually. And they've been in that park. They were the park employees of Kitty Kingdom originally. And Oswald is the only one who remains and is aware of his condition. But yeah, it's very uneven. There are places where the game is very much like, no, really, they're okay. It's fine. And then there are places where the games are like, and eventually they're all going to try and kill you. So, yeah.
All right, so as the ghoul, I start with perception. I start with fewer hit points. I heal when I go into radioactive areas or take radioactive radiation damage.
But you are vilified, which is going to limit your
vilified.
choices in some adventures.
Okay.
I am the Wastelander, so I start with a weapon, which is nice. I can exhaust this card to generate a reroll and use it on a strength check. I start with agility, which is pretty cool. And our first adventure, our starting adventure is...
So we're playing in the Pit.
We're playing the Pit, which is the one of the two DLCs, well, one of the couple of DLCs from Fallout 3, in which you go to Pittsburgh and find yourself in the Pit. You happen upon a man fleeing this new wasteland. Please, he says, if you see my friends, tell them I made it, that there is a way out, and whatever you do, don't let the slavers know I've come this way. So we have two options. Like Andy was saying, this is a choose-your-own-adventure game. We can report the escaped slave.
Okay.
Or we can inform the man's friends.
All right. And I think we've both agreed that we're going to be on the side of the slaves, not the slavers.
Yeah, no, we're helping the slaves. To inform the man's friends, we need to encounter at any ruin.
Okay, so we have to uncover a ruin and go there and encounter.
But we also want to avoid encountering at a settlement until we've done that.
Okay, sounds good.
Our reward for that is that the star will go up 1, and we place a star in our space. We get 2 loot, stage cards 58 and 67, and trash this card.
Okay.
So the idea is we have a deck full of these cards. It is this massive deck of cards here. This is our Choose Your Own Adventure deck.
Don't shuffle it.
Oh, God, no. It is numbered 1 through 244.
These decks, however, we should shuffle. Did you shuffle them?
I didn't, but I also, took them out of the bag and didn't look at them, so I'm not as worried about it. Okay. Because we're going to be adding stuff to those decks, too, so. So as we finish encounters here, it's going to tell us to stage more cards. It's like getting side quests and moving on to the next stage in the main quest. Fantasy Flight did a really nice job.
Oh, it's so much got the flavor of Fallout.
Taking a video game and taking all the mechanics of a video game and putting it into a board game. Leveling up is really flavorful too, but we'll do that when we get around to it.
So before we start, we each get one more stat.
Yes, we do. So I have a little baggie.
Full of special tiles.
I'm not looking.
Nope.
I'm taking 2, and I get to pick 1. I got a C or a P.
Perception or charisma?
Ooh, I'm going to go with charisma.
Okay.
Toss that P back.
Who wants to be player 1?
You can.
Okay. How do we place ourselves on the board?
So we actually are starting in the Crossroads Camp tile.
Yes.
And we take turns putting
I get strength or strength. I'll take strength.
I guess you took strength. We take turns placing our characters in any of these spaces on that tile.
Okay. So, I'll start back here.
Okay.
And let's go to overhead cam so that folks can see.
I'm going to start here.
So each of these tiles here has several little spaces on them. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see, but...
You know what? You can see them up here better than down in that corner. You can see that there are these white lines in the space. So each one of the tiles is broken out into multiple spaces on each tile. And you'll see that, like, this space here borders this tile, and this tile. So if I come into this tile from here and I'm in that space, I could explore into this tile because it borders this tile. So, like right now, Andy's space borders this tile. So he could indeed explore into that tile.
And that's what I'm going to do.
But he can't explore into that tile.
So, on my turn...
Each turn you get 2 actions.
2 actions.
Yep.
For my first action, I'm going to explore, which means I'm going to flip this tile over.
We're probably going to need to stage some dudes.
What's there.
Okay, settlement.
There is a settlement, and there is a humang.
A regulator.
Does he come face up?
When you reveal the tile, they come face up.
Okay, so we have a regulator. He is ranged, he has loot, and he's level 2.
Yeah, but torso and legs to hit him. So.
And then I can move.
You can move 2 spaces.
Yeah. I'm going to go 1, 2 to there. I'm standing in radiation. I don't know if you guys can see there's a green outline here.
That's probably hard to make out.
That would normally do radiation damage to me, but it's not going to because I'm the ghoul.
So there are 3 types of space on a tile. There's radioactive space, which would do radiation damage. So for me, it would move my radiation marker up. For Andy, it would heal him if he had taken any damage. And there's red, which is difficult terrain, which takes 2 move to get through.
Right.
So if I wanted to move like over to this side and I wanted to move in here, I'd have to go 1, and that would take 2 movement.
Yeah.
And if I wanted to move more, I'd have to use my second action to move again. Move is always 2 spaces, and you can take 2 actions, so you could do the same action twice. So you could move...
Most of the time. Yeah. You can't interact with the same settlement twice.
No, but you can explore twice, you can move twice, so on and so forth.
All right, your turn.
So I'm going to explore this tile.
There's a ruin.
There is a ruin.
Yeah, it's only 1 move for you to get there.
Yep, I'm going to do 1, but I can't interact with it because that was half an action.
So that is the end of the round.
Yep.
So now we flip this.
And see what happens.
Shields move towards us.
Yep.
Big monsters move towards us. Okay. And robots move towards us.
We have no robots. Oh, no, we do have a robot.
No, that's a robot. Sorry.
Yeah. So he's going to move this way.
Yep. And now it's my turn again.
Yep.
I'm going to explore this tile. There's a bug there.
Well, it's a critter. A bloatfly.
A bloatfly. It is a level 1 ranged character.
Because it spits stuff at you.
I'm going to move into the space with it. And that will end my move.
Okay.
There's also a vault here.
That's right. Vault 84.
I don't know how we interact with that vault. We'll find out.
Yeah.
So it's your move.
All right.
Are you going to...
I'm going to interact with the ruins, so I'm going to draw the top card.
Well, do you do that, or you're going to do that and like this is
encounter. Yeah, so I'll do that. So I'm encountering at the ruins. I have informed the man's friends.
Good job. That resolves that. So you get 2 loot.
So that goes up 1. I get 2 loot. We'll do those in a second. We place a star in our space because we've made contact with
the slaves.
So there's
Okay.
a star there. And I stage 58 and 67 and trash this. So 58 and 67. All right.
Very quickly, Amanda.
Yeah.
Our objective is to get a certain number of victory points. How many victory points do we want to go to if we're playing?
So I believe the idea is that you want in a 2-player game.
It's on the back of the book, I think.
10 victory points, 10 influence out.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to end up not revealing that because the idea is at the start of your turn you may reveal this to declare loyalty to the shields. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave that.
Yeah.
There.
You'll get more.
Yeah. All right. So our 2 new cards are 58 and 67. 58 is the main plot. 67 is the side plot. So 58. On the eve of war.
Okay.
It turns out that the slave who escaped was part of a resistance group. Without his aid in Ashbury, their upcoming assault on Haven will need to be scrapped. So our options there for the main plot are gather intelligence on this resistance, which aids the slavers, or provide another individual to take the place of the deserter. So we would need to get to Ashbury Road, which is, I believe, one of these tiles. Ooh.
Yeah, it's.
I just realized a thing. I put these down randomly, and I wasn't checking to see if any of them were from the base game or the expansion.
Oh, you're right. This is an expansion tile. Do you want to grab a different
Yeah, let's do
tile
that.
for that? We'll just swap them out as we discover them.
Yeah.
Means my move was illegal, but that's fine.
I'm just checking to see.
Do they have it on the back side?
Probably not.
No, it's on the front side.
Okay. I'm going to get rid of the ones that are... Oh, I think I may have lucked out and only put 1 out. Or maybe 2, probably. And it looks like we'll put 1 that also had a...
Well, this had a human on it.
Oh. Then we'll do the Raider camp
Okay.
instead.
We'll just imagine that I skirted that raider camp somehow.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah, so I
And when we
revealed,
encounter the other one, this
then
gets
moved
this
1,
replaces
2,
it. Yep.
and then revealed and moved 1. So
It all works
effectively
out.
the same thing happened.
So somewhere there's probably 1 more, but that means that Ashbury Road is in
Out
here
here somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Problem solved. We fixed it. We're okay, chat.
I'm just looking. I think some of our difficult tiles are also going to end up being...
That's right.
Probably,
if we reveal 1 from the expansion, we'll just swap it out.
They're going to be 3
at random.
probably.
Cool.
So, all right.
All right. So I...
Oh, my loot.
Yes.
I got some junk. Cool. And an intelligence bobblehead. Immediately discard this card. And, oh, no, that's from... It's a loot from the
expansion.
I'm going to use it. I don't think that
Sure.
loot is that big a deal.
Yeah.
He believed in us from the start.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Pi.
Immediately discard this card and gain an intelligence perk.
Go you. So you'll have to go through the bag. Oh, you get a perk.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So, intelligence.
We're playing with the expansion intelligence perks too, so
Yeah.
that's fine. We're doing sort of a mix of old and new.
Well, we're doing co-op, so... You know.
Yeah, it's fine. While you do that, that was your second action? No, that was your first action. So you still have your second action to go.
Goodness gracious. Okay, so my options are Swift Learner, Gun Nut, and Nerd Rage. Nerd Rage says if an enemy would kill you during a fight, discard to get mad. Suffer no damage or radiation damage and kill that enemy instead.
That's pretty sweet.
Gun Nut, discard at a settlement to gain a weapon item from the shop or any discard pile. Damn. And Swift Learner, discard this to level up. Keep both special tokens. If you gain a perk, you cannot choose Swift Learner again.
Oh,
you're just using
great.
it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to take Swift Learner.
Yeah.
I'm going to
2 more specials already.
Discard it and level up.
Wow. Moving up in the world fast.
Taking 2. Well, I already have agility, so I'm going to get a perk in that. And I got S. So I get to pick an agility perk.
It's cascading.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
The perks are really cool. So the perks basically happen if you would have gained a stat that you already have
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you get a bobblehead.
So I'm gaining an agility perk. So I can take Sneak, Action Girl, or Moving Target. Sneak, discard to sneak until end of turn. Enemies in your space do not prevent you from performing actions. Additionally, enemies with the aggressive do not fight when you move into their spaces. Action Girl, discard to perform 2 additional actions. I think I'm going to take that. That way, if we need me to do a couple of
lot of
things
stuff in one turn.
Yeah, I'm just going to hang on to that for now.
So you still have 1 more action because you just interacted.
Well, I was going to do Vault Rumors.
Oh, yes. What's the other card?
Vault Rumors. Every year, new unfortunates appear out of the wasteland, claiming to have been banished from an underground bunker made before the war by a company called Vault Tech. Perhaps it's worth investigating.
Perhaps.
So our options here are many of the Vault exiles are caught by raiders. You might be able to get something off of one of them. Kill any human target. Or see if you can find an old exile who will sell you information. Encounter at any settlement and spend 4 caps.
Okay.
So, on the eve of war, we can go to Ashbury Road with any companion.
Ooh, okay.
But we have to go with a companion. So we have to find Ashbury Road, and one of us needs a companion.
MacLeod is in the shop right now.
Yeah, he'll only go with you in certain...
No, you can just... You just pick him up.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can only pick him up if you have a C.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He requires charisma.
So I could get him.
You could. You can't currently because you have an enemy in your space.
It's not an enemy.
It is. You're not allied with it.
Oh, that's true. You are, though.
I can be. At the end of my turn, at the beginning of my turn, when I reveal this.
At the beginning of your turn. You can, at the start of your turn, you may reveal the card to declare loyalty. That's why I have mine face down.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And you get XP for doing it.
Cool.
So, yeah. So we've got our...
I'm probably going to go vault hunting.
Okay.
Which means I need to go to a
You can
settlement.
either go kill a dude.
Oh, that's right. I can go kill a dude.
Or you can
Spend
go
4
to
caps.
a settlement and spend 4 caps.
I
You
don't
have
have
4
caps.
caps. So.
Nope. I don't know if I can kill this dude. May have to explore to find an easier dude to kill.
Yeah.
All right. Was that still 1 action? Or
that was 1 action.
Okay.
I encountered there.
Yeah.
God, this is kind of a horror show to go through.
Yeah, there's a
isn't it?
lot of difficult terrain around you.
Yeah.
You could
And I don't want
explore
to go
this
up to
tile.
this messy... No,
Yeah,
yeah, I'll explore this tile.
Okay.
Oh, I shouldn't have explored that tile. It's the hole.
Elevator go down
Oh,
the
no,
hole.
that's a...
It's an expansion one?
Yep. So instead it is the tower. And
There's a dude.
there's a dude. And it is Raider Scum. It's a
Okay.
level 1, Andy.
All right. Now, enemies move.
Yep.
Shields. Boogs. So I'm going to get attacked.
Yep.
It has range, but that doesn't matter because we're in the same space.
The robot's going to move closer.
Yeah. So let's resolve this attack.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show this off on Zoom Cam so that people can see how attacks work.
So each of these creatures that we have out on the board have a couple of different things on their tokens. They have any special abilities in the little yellow on the right.
Yep, so this guy's ranged.
So he would have, if Andy was one space away, he still would have attacked him.
And he would have done 1 damage automatically.
Right. Unless Andy had a ranged weapon.
Yes.
We get the level, which is also how much experience Andy will get if he defeats it.
Yep.
And then we get the VATS.
Yeah,
display.
It's vulnerable to head and chest shots.
Yep. So now Andy gets to roll them dice.
Yeah, I roll these 3 dice. And I do not want to roll pips. I do want to roll head and chest.
Yep.
So I've rolled 2 pips.
4 pips, Andy.
Yeah, well. All right, I hit it in the chest twice.
So it dies.
And it only had 1 hit point. It hits me 1, 2, 3, 4 times for 1 damage each. So I take 4 damage.
You have to walk through some radiation to heal that up.
Yep, well, there's lots of radiation around.
Yep.
So I took 4 damage, but I killed it. So
Yep.
it goes away.
Yep.
If you want to shuffle that into the bugs, and we'll draw a new bug to replace it, and I get 1 XP.
New bug is a feral ghoul.
Okay, and it's face down.
Oh, yep.
Yep. And in order to gain my XP, I'm going to move this gray marker to the next space that's underneath a perk that I have.
Well, a stat that you have.
A stat that I have. And if I get another XP, it'll go here. And if I get another XP after that, because I don't have any other special stats, it'll wrap around the board back to here, and I gain a level, which gets me another special stat. So that's how leveling up works in this game. So that was still the enemy's turn. Now it's my turn.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to go 1, 2, and I'm going to fight this guy.
Yeah, fight that guy.
Yep.
So he's got a shield, so even though he's level 1, which would only take 1 level,
I have to hit him twice.
You have to hit him twice.
Yeah, he's got... Here, I'll put him on Zoom Cam again. So he's got a shield and ranged. Again, range doesn't do anything because we're in the same space with each other.
Yep.
He's level 1, head and chest. Come on, not 4 pips this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 4 pips.
Yeah, that's 4 pips, all right.
But
So I take 4 damage.
But you did
I
kill
hit him in the chest 3 times, so I killed him. So
all right.
I gain 1 more experience.
And you're also going to gain a faction card.
Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am hurting.
Yeah, you need to take a stroll through some radiation at some point.
Yeah. All right, so I gain a faction card.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's not a faction card?
All right. Great. Okay.
Is it a shield one?
Yeah, it's security.
Yeah.
I don't want that. Oh, I'm going to declare my allegiance to the slaves.
Cool.
If you want to pitch that guy and get us a fresh guy. Okay.
And we're going to stage 68 and trash that.
I love this game so much. I hope you guys are having fun, chat.
All right, so what Andy has done is he was like, man, I'm hearing all this stuff about vault dwellers. I'm going to go find someone who knows something about it. You went, you found a raider. The raider didn't want to talk, so you beat it out of him.
I guess that's exactly what happened.
The raiders had one of the vault dwellers' wrist-mounted computers on them.
Ooh.
Interesting. With this, you should be able to contact the people on the inside of the vault or interact with its computer. So your 2 options, Andy, are, or I could do this too. There are some supposed exiles from the vault around town. One of them might be able to show you how to use the Pip-Boy. So you can encounter in any settlement.
Okay.
And do an I or L check.
Yeah, I don't have intelligence or luck.
Yeah. Or the Pip-Boy should be able to interface directly with the vault entrance, but you'll need an extra set of hands there. And that is go to Vault 84 with any companion. We found 84. It's right there.
I don't have charisma either. Darn it.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe another companion may come out.
I'll level up the next time I kill something.
Okay.
I just need to not die. Amanda, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go 1, 2.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go shopping.
Okay.
Which I think is one of the actions I can do in a
Yeah.
settlement, right?
Yep, there's no enemy there, so there's nothing stopping you from interacting with that settlement. And that means MacCready can join you.
Yeah. Does that... And can I just go shopping?
Oh, maybe not. Maybe you have to
No.
encounter the settlement, and shopping
Yeah,
often
I
comes
think
up as an
shopping is
option.
frequently an option in that. So
I think you're right.
I'll encounter the settlement.
Okay. So you turn over the top card of the settlement deck.
All right.
Make sure it's not an expansion card.
It is. Put that over there. That's not. You're going to read that to me because I need to make my choices.
Okay.
I'll level up the next time I kill something. Should be a cross stitch. You're so right.
There is a small gathering around the various traders and mercenaries here. You shoulder your way through the other wastelanders to get a look at the goods. You may go shopping as normal, or try to steal an item from the display. That's a or L check of 4, so luck or agility.
I have agility.
Or look for better deals than these.
I'm going to go shopping as normal, recruit MacCready.
Okay, you get to choose 2 things from the shop, right?
I know, yeah.
Okay, so we'll give you MacCready.
MacCready just comes with me.
Yeah, because you have charisma.
When I shop, I get to exhaust MacCready to buy items from the discard pile. instead.
However,
Or if I have 8 or more caps, I keep that companion when it unexhausts. Otherwise, he goes away.
yeah, so you don't want to unexhaust. Well, I could
Yeah.
rest. Not while I'm in a space with the guy, but yeah.
Well, he's an inactive guy.
So a new thing comes out.
Yep.
It is Radaway. So currently we have Radaway, which costs 4.
I
Jet,
don't
which costs
have-
4. A hunting rifle for 6.
I don't
And
have enough.
Singed Duster for 6. Well, you could exhaust MacCready.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
don't want
no,
it,
that's
'cause I need
to go
keep
from
it.
the discard deck. Sorry,
Yeah.
you don't get a discount.
If somebody cross stitches that for you, you will proudly display it in your living room right next to the fancy Falloout art canvas that somebody gave me for Christmas this year. Nice.
I mean, I've done cross stitch in the past. I could do that.
Have you?
Yeah,
Wow.
when I was a kid.
Neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That would be very cool. All right.
It was at a stage in my life where I was obsessed with pixels because we had an Atari 800 and there's very little difference between programming video games and cross-stitching. Well, I guess there is some.
So I have MacCready now, which allows me to do the...
Does this go on the
stuff with
bottom of the deck?
companions.
I think it goes on the bottom of the deck. So yes, you can do companion-y stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
MacCready, voiced by Matthew Mercer.
So true.
Critical Role. You would also watch any Andy Cross Stitch's RPGs on demand is a stream I would watch. I would also watch this stream.
All right. Enemy's
Alright,
turn.
Yeah. Dudes.
Yep, dudes. So he wakes up. Is he aggressive?
He is, but I don't know if when he activates, if that does anything. I think activation just activates him.
Well, we'll figure that out. Are there any radioactive creatures on the board? No mutants. Nope.
Nope, no
And
mutants.
that robot is going to come a little closer.
I don't like that.
Yeah, he's a big robot. I need to move towards some radiation and maybe rest a little bit. This could kill me if he attacks. Look up aggressive or
When this enemy moves into your space or you move into its space, you immediately fight it. This fight is not an action. But it activated in your space. So I don't know if that counts. When enemy type activates, You move each enemy of that type 1 space towards the nearest survivor.
Yeah, it technically didn't move into the space with me, so
Yeah,
this might be a corner case where it woke up but doesn't fight me even though I'm in the same space with it.
Because you didn't move, so it doesn't know you're there yet.
I am happy with playing it that way, if you don't mind. I mean, I could fight it. It would probably kill me, and I'll respawn back at the Crossroads camp. I don't have any equipment.
I'm going to check the rules reference, because the Learn to Play doesn't really cover that.
Okay.
Activating enemies. At the end of each round, an agenda card... Well, it's at the end of each round, an agenda. It's not the beginning of each round.
That's how we've been playing it.
Okay, just making
sure.
Yeah,
okay.
To determine which enemies activate. When an enemy activates, that enemy is moved 1 space towards the nearest survivor.
Oh, this dude is also going to move towards us. There. Guys, I'm going to show this off on Zoomcam just so that you know what we're looking at here. So on the bottom of all the agenda cards, they have multiple use. So a lot of stuff in this game does multiple things. But on the bottom of the agenda card, it has these 3 little symbols here. And that's how we determine what enemies activate at the end of each round. And if we go through the entire agenda deck, flip the last agenda, that means that we move on to the next, or that ends the round, or ends, that moves everybody forward on the advancement tracker.
Enemy tokens that are face down are inactive. If an enemy token is inactive, survivors cannot look at the face of that token, fight the enemy, or target the enemy with any abilities that target an enemy. An inactive enemy is flipped face up and becomes active when its enemy type activates. Inactive enemies do not stop survivors from performing encounter, camp, or quest actions in the same space. If an enemy is placed face down during the activation of its type, it is not flipped face up during that activation. I don't think it fights you right away.
Okay. I accept your...
An enemy with this ability being placed or becoming active in this same space as a survivor does not cause a fight.
Yay! It actually says it in the rule book. We're doing it right.
Enemy abilities, if you look up aggressive.
Okay.
It does talk about it.
Okay.
Cool.
So that was the enemy turn. Now it's my turn.
Nice.
I'm going to run away.
Good call.
Bravely bold Sir Robin. He bravely bold ran away. This is as far as I can get. I know I ran towards that guy who's got range, so he could shoot me.
Yeah. But you're in radiation.
Yeah, so I gain 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Bip.
I remember playing the ghoul and just sort of being like...
Yeah. Amanda, your turn.
All right.
Bravely ran away. When danger reared its ugly head, he bravely turned around and fled. Yes.
We don't get a faction card for going to Vault 84 with a companion.
Okay. So do you want to just...
I'm just going to keep exploring.
Well, what's the other option on card 58?
So card 58, I can either gather intelligence, which gives the shield more,
mm-hmm.
or I can go to Ashbury Road with a companion.
Ah, so we have to find Ashbury Road.
Yeah, that's what I was going to try and do.
1.
It's not active, so
2. Yep.
And then explore. Red Rocket Station is a ruin, and we start with a Raider Psycho in there.
Okay. That's the end of the round?
Yep.
Okay. No guys. Just mutants. There's no mutants on the board. Whew. Dodge the bullet.
Yep.
My turn. I'm going to go... Actually, I have a question from the rules before I decide what I'm going to do this turn.
Yeah.
If I move into a space with an allied faction, does it prevent me from doing stuff in that space?
I don't think so, because I think it doesn't count as an enemy at that point.
I suspect you're correct. That is my belief.
When a faction token represents an enemy, it follows all enemy rules. However, if this enemy would ever become inactive, the faction token is discarded instead. When a faction token is killed, it's discarded. So it's not
an
enemy to
so
you.
it doesn't do anything enemy-like. Okay,
Correct,
so I'm going to go 1, 2. I moved through some radiation, so I gain 1 hit point.
Yep.
And my options are I could do something at this space, or I could rest.
The ruin isn't going to do anything with either of our...
Yeah, but I could just
quests.
explore. I'm going to rest, though.
Okay.
And when I rest, I gain 2 hit points. And I get the well-rested perk.
Yeah. Camp action. When a survivor performs the camp action, he or she may do all of the following in any order. Recover 3 HP.
Bip, bip, bip. Okay.
Exhaust all the unexhausted cards. Gain the well-rested trait.
Yep.
I will find you one of those. And trade with any other survivors in that space or an adjacent space.
All
so
right.
if I was nearby, you could trade with me.
It should be opposite addicted.
Yep.
Okay. So, again, things have multiple uses in this game. Amanda has just given me a well-rested perk, which I can put on my character card. If, however, I were addicted, which happens when you take too many meds.
And that gets locked unless you use a card to become unaddicted.
Yeah, you need to get rid of it. So now I am vilified and well-rested. And Amanda.
All right. I'm going to move through here. 1. I'm going to do this and then take the other part of my movement, most likely. Super Duper Mart.
Another guy.
Which gets a looter. And I will take my other half of my movement that way.
He's a level 1.
Yes, he is.
And he's got stuff.
He does. He has loot.
He's aggressive. Okay.
No, he's not aggressive. He's cowardly.
He's cowardly. Okay.
Yeah.
Aggressive is the lightning bolt.
Cowardly enemies, if you fight them but don't kill them during that fight, they will go face down.
Yeah, they flip over.
They go and hide. Okay?
Stars.
Well, I'm not currently allied, so
no, move
towards me.
And mutants. Again, no mutants.
Okay.
Okay.
And
my turn. I'm going to encounter this ruin. So if you would read a ruin card to me. Make sure it's not expansion.
It is not. All right. You encounter a rusted and damaged Mr. Handy robot.
Ooh.
Whoa, man. Far out. It says. It seems to be wandering aimlessly. There aren't any people around, which explains what happens to Mr. Goodfeels when he inevitably disappears from that settlement.
Even if you, trap him.
I walled him in. I built a shack around him because he has a predictable path, and he still disappeared. He eventually just disappears from that settlement.
Yeah.
Just a real bummer. All right, your 2 options are leave the robot and loot the building, or reprogram the robot, but you have to pass an I or L check of 4.
Yeesh. I don't have intelligence or luck, so I'm just going to loot.
All right. You tell the Mr. Handy you're going to enter the building. Groovy, it replies. You get loot at the amount of the value of that location. So 1.
It's 1 loot.
Plus 1.
Oh, I get 2 loots.
So you get 2 loot.
Yoo!
It's exciting.
Are we playing with expansion loot? Well, yes, we are, because you got the bobblehead earlier.
Yeah.
I get a stealth boy. During a fight before resolving enemy shots, you may discard this card to resolve your hit first. If the enemy is killed, you do not receive reaction. So that's quite handy. I'll take that. And I get a bottle cap mine. This is a weapon, or it's an item trap. It's worth 4. During your turn, exhaust to place an unused quest marker in your space and on this card. After enemies activate, if at least 1 enemy moved into the marked space, kill each enemy in that space, then discard this card. This cannot be unexhausted, so it just stays there forever with a quest marker on it to indicate that that space is mined. Okay, that's kind of cool. It's a free action, right? Using items is not something that costs
I
anything.
don't think so.
Yeah. Where's all our enemies at?
They're everywhere.
Yeah. I want to find a place where I can place this where it's going to actually do some good. So I'm just going to hang on to my 2 things. I could actually sell these.
Yeah.
The Stealth Boy is worth 6 and the Bottle Cap Mine is worth 4. You can hold up to 4
3.
items? 3 items. Okay. So I'm just going to hold on to those and pass the turn to you.
All right. I'm going to explore this tile here.
Mm-hmm.
It's Hoffman Farm, and there's a critter here. It is a mole rat.
We are not finding this place.
No, I am not.
What is it that we're looking for?
Ashbury Road.
Huh. No.
It's probably one of these 2.
Yeah. 1. Okay.
I can't move into the other one because I didn't.
Because you haven't explored it yet.
Yeah.
All right. End of round. Humans.
So he's going to come in with me and fight me.
He's not aggressive.
Oh, that's true, and he's not.
He would only fight you if he was in the space with you and activated.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
All right. He's coming closer to me.
And he's coming closer to
to
me.
you. And he's coming closer to you.
Okay. And bugs. So that mole rat is going to go into the same space with you.
Yeah.
It's getting crowded in there.
And this
do we
one
have
flips
another
over.
bug? Ah.
It's a feral ghoul.
Okay. Awesome. My turn.
Yeah.
All right. I think I want to head for a settlement, but this settlement has a level 2 guy in it. I'm going to just start marching across the map. So I'm going to go 1, 2. I gain another hit point for moving through some rads. 3, 4.
Good news, bad news time. The good news is that this stream is incredibly soothing to listen to. The bad news is it's so soothing it's making you sleepy. You're going to skip streaming tonight and let y'all be your bedtime stories this evening.
Okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's reasonable, Pi.
I mean, I didn't stream this morning at noon or this afternoon at noon either. Of course, I was doing Battlegroundy stuff. Your turn.
I'm just double checking.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Like, are you thinking about fighting those things?
No, I was thinking of moving out of that space.
Okay.
I was going to explore this. Ashbury Road.
You found it.
I did.
Move into it.
Move into it. Yep.
Okay. Now the enemies.
Oh, and it comes out with a critter, which is a stingwing.
Okay. All right, so stars move. Star is going to move towards you.
Yep.
Star is going to move towards you. Robots move. This is the only robot, right?
Yep.
Robot rampage. And humans move. Is he ranged? No.
No. Neither of them are.
Okay.
Moving towards you. Moving towards you.
Yeah. Okay. At least this guy's not a human.
Sprout Girl, ASMR board game version. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We
When I've got an idea of when my story stream will be tomorrow, I'll give you a heads up. Zach and you're gonna host more Jackbox.
Ooh,
Awesome.
Jackbox is always fun.
I think it depends on what Lure is doing because they
might be doing a live. Yeah.
Let me double check that. They had said that they were going to try and figure out how to do a Loading Ready live remotely, and I thought that was tomorrow night.
So Sprout Girl, yeah, our stream is often on the DL. Very well it's quiet. It's relaxing. We are not a loud, shrill.
There are other definitions for that
Yeah, that's
term.
fine. But yeah.
Yeah, maybe somehow happening. If it does happen, I will probably do a post Loading Ready Live reading. If it's not happening, I may do it slightly earlier than that, but it probably won't be midday or earlier in the day. It will probably be like evening or late evening. Because I also need time to get my laptop up to speed.
Yeah.
All right.
So everybody moved.
Yep, everyone did stuff. Now it's your turn.
It's my turn, yeah. I'm going to go through this radiation. 1, 2, 3. I'm at a settlement, which was my objective, and I gain one more hit point. I'm almost up to my max.
Yep. We'll collaborate and coordinate and make something happen. Sounds awesome. Yeah, I would love to play more Jackbox with you guys.
Yeah, Jackbox is always hilarious. Amanda, it is your turn. You cannot encounter that settlement unless
I kill that looter.
Or make him run away. Either one works.
Yeah. I'm going to fight him.
Okay. Do you want to try and roll into the box from there, or?
I'll roll into the box from there.
Okay. All right. So what do you need to hit? Legs. You hit him in the leg. Legs. He doesn't have a shield, right?
2 hits to me.
Yep. 2 hits to you.
I get 1 XP from him.
Yep.
And I get 1 loot. I got a fistful of caps. Immediately discard this card and gain 3 caps.
Oh, wow. You're rich.
I am.
And
so at PAX East, we had...
he is defeated.
There's actually a minis game, a mini war game based on Fallout. Relaxing, and you can learn how to play a new game.
Yeah.
That's how we like to do things.
All right, a new person shows up in the nearest person space to you, which is here.
Okay. So I killed the guy, and...
You have a second action, so now you can do either of those things, I think, because you have a companion.
Yeah. I'm going to do Ashbury Road with a companion, which I think I just get to do.
Yep.
And star goes up 1.
Excellent. So
I
my
get
current
3 XP. 1, 2, 3. So I go up 1.
Yay! You level up.
Not looking.
So you choose 2 perks.
I guess I'll take I.
Your intelligence went up.
Good, because there are a bunch of things that were intelligence checks.
Yeah.
So, and provide another individual to take the place of the deserter.
Oh no, did you just give your companion to them?
It doesn't say that I give it away.
Okay.
No, you would be giving it to the, giving them to the resistance.
Oh, okay. Anyways, what happens?
I get 3 XP, we move that up, we stage 61 and 117 and trash this.
Okay.
So 61...
117. That's way down in the deck.
Okay. We've got Break the Chains is our new main quest.
Okay.
Asher is living on borrowed time. His lieutenants are missing and his compound is compromised. There's little hope remaining for the slaver overlord. So, okay. So you're basically bringing someone to help you fight at Ashbury Road against the slavers.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. So we can join the watch and try and spot assassins, which would help the shield, or ensure the job is completed.
Okay. What do we do to do that?
We have to encounter at Haven,
draw
and fight a dude, apply +1 to its level.
Okay.
Our other...
Means getting through all this red territory.
Yeah.
There could be nastiness out there.
I mean, if we go up through here, then you have to go up through this stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. Card 117 is a side quest. I've got a fever. A Dr. Deal has surfaced in one of the local settlements. No one knows exactly where she came from, but she's paying good caps for a sample of a chemical she calls FEV.
Ooh.
So our options are: you have a lead on a looter who stole something matching that description. Kill any enemy with a loot icon.
Ooh, okay.
And you get a faction card and stage another card and trash this. Or you don't trust this doctor. Pay for some information on her. Go to the Raider camp, which is there, and spend 3 caps.
Okay. Interesting.
So
we haven't played the Pitt much.
No.
So we don't know a lot of these side quests. We've played other scenarios a bunch, so we know some of the side quests.
I played Far Harbor solo, and Far Harbor is a really interesting scenario in that in the Far Harbor DLC for Fallout 4, when you get to Far Harbor, you find out that there are people who live in Far Harbor who are normal everyday people. But Far Harbor itself, and really the whole of the island, is settled with this thick radioactive fog. And it's not just any fog. It seems to have some weird properties to it. It's not just radioactive. It also seems to encourage people to, just go feral without being ghouls. If you spend too much time in the fog, you're gonna end up turning into one of the trappers. You go raider, basically, by spending time in the fog, no matter how good a person you are. And the fog also, it ebbs and flows. It waxes and wanes. And at the time that you get there, the fog seems to be taking over more and more and more of the island. And if you go into the deep fog, you're going to encounter things like some of the bigger monsters, like hermit crabs and stuff, which are basically giant hermit crabs that use trucks as their shells. And there's some nasty stuff on Far Harbor. And in the game, the settlers, or the people, the locals, have allied with the synths that live in Acadia, who are escaped synths from the Institute. And they've been able to build fog condensers that condense the fog down into a liquid form and keep the fog from overtaking settlements. So you can set up fog condensers. Whereas the children of Adam, who live in a nuclear submarine base, want the fog to take over the island and don't like that the locals don't want the fog there because they see it as Adam's blessing. So in the Far Harbor scenario, you play as the locals setting up fog condensers against the fog. Right. So the fog is the enemy faction. It's not the children of Adam. It's the fog itself encroaches. So you actually have shield tokens that sort of encroach in, and you can place star tokens, which are the fog condensers that keep the shields at bay, which is really neat.
My recollection is that there's also a misprint on the starting card that mentions aliens or something.
One of the cards, it's not on the starting card. It's actually on one of the cards that the starting card
Stages.
Brings out.
Yeah.
And it's like, there were aliens. And you're like, wait, what? There are no aliens in Far Harbor. Far Harbor doesn't have the alien DLC. It's obvious that it was the actual effects on the card, like the actual ways to resolve it, fit with the story.
Yeah.
They have to do with fog condensers. But the story part at the top that sets the stage for those actions is about aliens, about an alien ship landing.
Could just because we've got the first edition.
Yeah, we bought this as soon as it came out, so.
All right.
Yeah.
That was 2 actions. You fought and you
I did a thing, I resolved this.
Yep. I'm just checking what space that guy's in. And now we're going to have enemies do things.
Yeah. Dudes.
And giant monsters. There's only one giant monster on the board, right?
Dude's coming into space with me. He is aggressive, so he's going to attack me when he comes into my space.
And this is the giant monster. He's going to go that way.
Yeah. So I have to fight this guy.
Yep, he's a level 2 does have loot, so if you kill him, you're going to get to resolve a quest.
I guess, yeah.
You have your, don't forget you have your crowbar. So you get a reroll.
Yeah.
Alright, so, oh, do you want to roll?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What are you aiming for?
Chest and legs.
Chest and legs.
I
Well, you
got
hit
him.
him in chest and legs.
And he does
And he
4
does-
damage to me.
Yeah, 2 hits for 2 damage each. Not bad. So you
But I
gain
killed
2
him.
XP.
I'll
I'll shuffle and get a new person.
I get 2 XP.
Can you check?
And I get 2 loot because he was level 2. Right?
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
And I kill any enemy with a loot icon. And I get a faction card. May I have a faction card, please?
You may. Here. So we're playing cooperatively. Otherwise, this would be totally hidden information. I wouldn't know how close she is to achieving her goal.
So my loot are metal armor, which is nice. I didn't have any armor. It's a shield of 1, and C and A do not generate rerolls.
Oh, because you're slowed down by the heavy armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And astoundingly awesome tails. When you camp, if you do not have luck, you may discard this card to gain 2 XP.
So this guy activates, right? Because we just moved that one
Yeah.
guy. This guy activates. This person is going to move towards us.
Stage 1.
This person is also going to move towards us. And then we have to place a new enemy on the board because you killed an enemy. Can you verify for me that it goes on the nearest unoccupied human space?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to go there.
All right, my new card for the quest is This Won't Hurt Much. Dr. Deal's eyes twinkle with glee as she receives the chemical. Now she needs test subjects. Whoever can provide them with the fastest, she'd rather not know the details. So our options are, how bad could it be? Test the serum on yourself.
Sure.
Or you could sneak it into the drinking water of the local populace. It'll probably turn out to be harmless, right?
Sure.
Yeah. You can encounter 2 or more spaces away from a named location and suffer 8 damage.
Yeah.
Or encounter at any level 3 or higher settlement. I kind of feel like we just leave this here and don't do it.
I don't know. I'm tempted to inject myself with FEV. What happens if I'm a ghoul? Can I turn into a mutant?
I think you can become a super mutant.
Super mutant ghoul? That would be kind of hilarious.
Become a super mutant is one of the options. So, yeah. I'm not doing it.
I'm tempted.
I'm not doing it.
Anyways. So that was the enemy activation phase.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a human up here. He's also going to move. All right. Now it's my turn.
Yeah.
I want to encounter at this settlement. So if you would read a settlement card unto me.
Sure.
Nope.
Out of nowhere, a gray tabby cat races across your path. Ashes! A voice shouts. Ashes, come back! The cat trots forward for a few more feet, then turns around and stares at you. Your options are ignore them both, or try to catch the cat, doing an A or L check of 4.
I don't have agility or luck. I have rolled 4 pips twice already today, but I feel like my odds of rolling 4 are very low right now, and I don't get rerolls. So I'm going to ignore them both. I'm sorry.
Like I care what you do, you say to the cat. The cat looks bored and begins to clean herself. Shop at the settlement.
Oh, okay. Can you look up shopping for me? Because I want to sell my stuff.
Sure.
And I want to buy something out of the shop. The shopping action. exciting reading
What
action.
what level is this?
It's a level 2.
Okay.
Which chat can't see because it's off the bottom of the camera. But
Yeah.
I assure you, chat, it is a level 2
Shop,
settlement.
buying and selling. When performing an encounter at a settlement, you will often get the chance to sell items, buy items, or recruit companions from the shop. When this happens, draw one card from the top of the asset deck. Oh, we weren't doing that.
I skipped that. Yeah.
Yeah. And add it to the left side of the shop. The encounter specifies a number. This is the maximum number of items that you can buy and sell. For example, if the encounter reads shop twice, you could buy 2 assets, or buy 1 asset and sell 1 asset, or sell 2 assets.
Okay.
So you get 2 chances to shop.
So I shop 2.
Yep.
I'm going to sell my stealth boy. I get half price on it, right?
I believe so. Oh, 1 less to the item's cost.
Oh, so I get 5.
Yeah.
Actually, then I'm going to sell my bottle cap mine and keep my stealth boy.
Okay. What are you
So I get 3 caps, and then I'm going to spend those 3 caps to buy a hunting rifle.
Cool.
The hunting rifle is a ranged weapon, gives me rerolls on perception and agility.
Kitty. I don't know where our kitty
During a
is.
fight against an enemy in your
Probably in the
space,
bedroom.
for each headshot result, inflict an extra damage.
Clara.
So
She's most likely on the bed.
that's my weapon. Weapon of choice. My hunting rifle.
Neat.
And I used all my caps. So, bye-bye caps. All right.
I know you were saying hi to Ashes, but I don't know where our kitty is. She has been
That was my
the past few
first
streams
action.
camping out under the table. There she is. She must have been in the bedroom, but
She
now
heard
she's
you
in
talking
here.
about cats.
Hey, Miss Clara.
Yeah. Hi, Clara.
Come hang out with us. Hey, sweetie.
For
on the
my
floor over behind
second action,
Oh,
I'm
she's
going
being
to
cute, Andy.
move 2. 1, 2. All right.
She's being really cute.
She's always adorable.
Oh my god.
Love you, Clara.
I love her so much.
It's your turn.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to reveal my allegiance with freedom.
Awesome. So are we doing, each of us have a certain number of points, or are we combining our
Combined.
points?
We're
Okay.
going to combine.
So combined, we have 4 points so far.
Right. So,
This is not official rules.
yeah, this is...
There is a co-op variant in the New California expansion where it has full official rules for co-op play, but we just sort of like playing co-op, so
Yeah.
we made up our own co-op rules.
Yeah. We just sort of said, okay, you know what? We're just going to put our weight behind the same faction and pool our points.
Yeah.
So, all right. So yeah, we have between us 4 points right now. We're trying to get to 10.
Right.
Okay.
Love you, Clara. Kitty, kitty.
I'm going to try and resolve at this settlement
Okay.
and do an I or L check of 4. I
Okay.
have I, so
So you get 1 reroll.
yep.
You've got 2 pips. How much do you want to reroll? Because, okay. Yep. You want to...
Can I redo that?
Yeah. I
don't
don't
think I'm
think you
getting
can't
it,
get
yeah.
4. Yeah.
Yeah.
You ended with 1 pip.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Um,
Clara's like, I want to play with that die.
you want to play
Can you
with
put
that?
it on the floor again?
Hey, sweetie.
She loves toys.
How's my girl?
Hey, girl.
All right. I am going to... So that was encounter.
Yep.
At that, I'm going to go ahead and do one of the cards
Sure.
from that.
Pass me a card and I'll read it to you. As you go about your shopping, a shady individual approaches you and
Oh,
whispers
no.
in your ear, "Hello, friend. You look like someone who is seeking more interesting fare than what's on sale here. You may ignore him and continue your shopping, slink away with him, or yell for the guards. None of these are checks. It's just a choice. Which do you want to do?
I'm going to continue on my shopping.
Okay, so what's the level of this settlement?
It's a 1.
So shop 1.
Okay.
So we reveal the next card.
Yep.
It is Nick Valentine. Well, you've already got a companion. And this goes on the bottom of the deck.
I think I'm going to grab... How much is that stim pack?
5? You've already got armor, although you could take this and just drop that armor, I guess.
Yeah.
The Singed Duster costs 6. It gives you 1 shield, and during a test for A or L, add 1 hit. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
What did you get a reroll on last turn?
It was...
Because I forgot about your heavy armor.
I think it was L, or I think it was I.
Okay, it was investigation.
Yeah.
So.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Yep.
She's being real cute again.
She is. She's rolling around on the floor. Being
I'm
adorable.
going to
She's adorable.
buy
She's also so staticky.
that stim pack for 5.
Okay. Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
Can I have the stim pack, please?
Oh, sure. Sorry. Here you go.
And that is the end of my turn.
Awesome.
Okay, let's see enemies.
All right. Shields. And mutants. There is 1 mutant on the board now?
Nope, there's none. We haven't revealed any.
Oh, okay. I mean, they're all in red spaces, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. My go.
Yep.
All right, so what are the various quests that we have out on the board right now?
All right, so we have the main quest, Signs of Life.
Which is go out here and fight a guy.
No, this is a side quest, sorry. Main quest is Break the Chains, which is, go up there and fight a guy. Signs of Life, which is finding out more about the vaults, which is what I would just try to do.
All right.
I got a reroll on I, but it didn't help me. So, I'm doing it that way because you could go to Vault 84 with any companion and do it that way, but you don't get a faction card, and I'm trying to gain points for faction stuff.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
If I choose the fight action with the ranged weapon, can I attack this guy who's in an adjacent space? I believe I do. I can, and I get an automatic hit on him for using a ranged weapon.
Let me just double check, because you just asked me about what the quests were, so. So I could go to Vault 84 directly. I could just go to Vault 84 and encounter with a companion at my side, but it doesn't give me a faction card.
Okay.
For that, and we're trying to gain points, so.
Yeah.
And this won't hurt much.
Yeah.
So you could encounter 2 or more spaces away from a named location and suffer 8 damage and become a super mutant.
I'm tempted, but I'm not going to do it.
You'd gain a faction card.
I would.
You could go to any level 3 or higher settlement, which we don't really have much out until you hit, there's the tower. Encounter there by putting it in the water, and then you are staging card 121 and adding 122, 123, and 124 into the encounter decks.
So much bad things happening.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and fight this guy.
Okay.
So I need to know if I can fight from an adjacent space with a ranged weapon.
Fighting. Weapons can have the ranged icon, which allows you to fight enemies that are in spaces adjacent to you. When you fight an enemy that is in an adjacent space that does not have a ranged icon, which he does not, you automatically inflict 1 additional hit against that enemy when resolving the fight.
I'm going to do that.
Do it.
Because I'm guaranteed to kill him.
Yeah.
So I need legs, and he's got 1 level. I never turned off zoom cam, so we're still on zoom cam. So, yeah, he's getting... I'm going to re-roll these 2, because I get a re-roll with my perception. That's better. So I'm taking 2 hits, and I killed him dead.
So, Andy.
Yeah.
These blue security cards
Yeah.
count as a point each anyway.
Oh, good. Okay.
So it's 1 point for each of these, plus 1 if you turn it face up and declare.
Okay.
So we actually have 6 points right now.
Oh, good for us.
Out
Anyways.
of the 10 that we need.
I killed him.
Yep.
I get a loot.
Do you want to switch away from zoom cam?
Yes. Sorry. Thank you. I get a loot. I get Radex. I do not need that.
You killed him?
Yes. Killed him dead if you want to get something else. And I get 1 XP, which means I level up. So if I could have the stat bag, choose 2 and keep 1. Clara's like, sounds like treats. It's not treats, I'm sorry. Perception and luck. I'm going to take the luck.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of checks where they've wanted luck and you haven't had it. So.
Yeah. There we go. Hi, Clara.
Hey,
yeah,
baby.
Standing up. Maybe I should get treats.
She likes to stand up on her hind legs. A lot. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
No, that was the beginning of my turn.
Okay.
So I'm also going to go 1 to here and explore.
There's going to be stuff there.
That's an expansion?
Yep, it sure is.
We accidentally shuffled the expansion into this set, so.
That is not. Nope, it is.
The one's next on top of your switch. Yeah.
Here.
Choose one of those 2 randomly.
Robco.
Okay. Robco. Well, there's going to be a robot. But there's also a bunch of radiation, which heals me.
Yeah.
I put it in upside down. That was smart. Has a convenient arrow.
Yeah.
Right there to tell me which way it goes.
And it is a Mr. Gutsy.
Okay. Level 2 ranged attack.
Hey, sweetie.
So our ranged attacks cancel each other out.
Clara. Come on up. Come on.
You know, Amanda, I could get you treats, and I'll bet she'd come up for treats.
I bet she would.
I'm going to go get you some treats.
All right. Clara. Andy's going to go get treats. And while he does that, was that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that was the end of my turn.
Okay. I'm going to move 1 here and explore this space, which is...
Oh, we're going this way. She's so used to getting treats on the bed.
Yeah. Just going to be this tile. Clara. Yeah. Good girl.
Oh, she's so sweet.
All right, last one. Good girl.
Everybody say hi to Clara. Yeah, what a good girl.
She's our baby.
Now she's going to try and destroy our game. Okay.
Clara, the chat says hi.
Kitty.
Come on up.
You can come up, just don't get on the table.
Yeah, you can't get on the table. She wants to play with these.
Yeah.
These look like a lot of fun.
They do. They are a lot of fun.
Clara, you're welcome to come join me and come sit with me, honey.
All right. Did you do any things?
I moved one, I explored, and I'm going to move 2 into that space.
And there's a bug.
Oh, that's right. There is a bug. And it is a rad scorpion.
Okay.
It is aggressive.
Enemy's turn.
But also cowardly.
All right. Mutants. There is a mutant now? No, still no mutants. Bugs.
All right.
So he's going to move into the space with you and fight you.
Yep.
But let's move all the rest of the bugs as well.
So
this moves.
That's going to move in with me.
But it's not aggressive.
Right. That's going to move in with me.
Well, you're not in that space.
Not with me, but it's moving towards me.
Okay. Is that all?
I think that's all the critters. Did this move?
Yes, I moved that.
Okay.
Okay. And big bads, which is this guy.
Towards me.
That's the only one that's out there.
Yeah.
He's getting close. That's kind of scary.
I need to get away from that. So that rad scorpion's going to attack me.
Yep. He is a level 1. You need to hit his legs and arms.
Yep.
So, here you go.
I hit legs and arms, but I rolled a lot of pips.
You rolled 3 pips.
Okay. So I take 2 hits because I have my armor. And I kill it.
Yep. Gain 1 XP.
Yep.
I'll shuffle these and put a new bug out.
In the nearest bug space that's not occupied, which would be this one.
Yeah. Was that all the enemies that needed to move? I think it was.
Yeah, I think so.
So now it's my turn again.
Yep.
Alrighty then. I'm going to go to the Robco factory. 1, 2. And then I'll encounter at the Robco factory if you want to read me a ruins card. Not that one?
Nope.
We should maybe separate these 2 decks out.
There we go. A few scavengers have gathered their findings and placed them as bets. The first to make it to the far side of the complex and back wins. You can join the race, and you get to re-roll for all special stats, but you have to hit a 6.
Right.
Which means you need doubles on each die.
Yeah.
Train on the course after they're done, or hold back and take their stuff.
I'll train on the course.
Okay. You don't want to risk anything, but the practice after they're done teaches you a few things. You gain 2 XP and a loot at the level of whatever you're at.
Bip. I am at a level 3. I get 3 loot.
Or no, you just get loot. Sorry. It's not loot times the level, it's just loot. So you get 1 loot.
I get 1 loot. Okay. I got a Nuka-Cola.
Neat.
During your turn, you may discard this to perform 1 additional action, then gain a cap. Because you get a cap off the bottle. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and use it.
Cool.
So I'll discard that to get an extra action.
And you get a cap. Those aren't caps. Those are caps.
And I'll use my extra action to move into the radiation right next to me here. I'll move to this radiation and gain 1 health. I am not quite at my max because I took some damage. Yeah, Clara. Yeah.
Come here, baby.
What a good girl. All right. That's the end of my turn. Because I moved, encountered, and moved again. Because I used my Nuka-Cola.
I need to get as far away from all this stuff as possible. So,
you could go to the Robco factory.
I'd have to move through this space
Yeah.
and deal with that.
It's not aggressive.
So I can move through that space?
I think so.
All right, well, 1, 2.
Do you want to check moving and see about moving through enemies?
No, I'm just going to do it.
Okay.
And I'll encounter at the Robco factory.
Okay.
Is that a regular?
Yep, regular card. You approach a section of the structure that doesn't show much looter activity. You wonder why it's been avoided until you hear the scuttling.
Oh, no.
You may rush in and kill the critters, or send them after someone else, adjacent survivor. I am adjacent to you. You could send them after me. Or grab something and run.
Clara?
What you got?
Piece of paper.
Okay.
Well, she's going to eat it. I don't want her eating that.
I'll take it away from her.
Clara, no. No.
She says, but it's a toy.
It is not. It's paper.
Oh, it's a very small piece of paper. I see.
That I don't want her eating it. Like, I don't want her to swallow that.
It's well masticated.
Yeah, she's probably been working on it.
All right.
Alrighty.
I think it might have at one time been a crane. Maybe not.
No. All the cranes are in the box.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your options were rush in and kill the critters,
Yeah.
send them after me,
Uh-huh.
or grab something and run.
I grab something and run.
Okay. Leaping quickly around a corner, you grope blindly in the dark, taking the first thing you touch. Then you turn and sprint out of here. Get 1 loot and move 1 space.
Okay. I get an endurance bobblehead. Immediately discard this card, then gain the E perk. It's one of the expanded, but okay.
Because we've been playing with the expanded there. This goes on the bottom of the deck, and you have to move 1 space, but take your perk first. Yes,
I know,
sweetie.
babe.
I know, I took your thing away.
She says, that's not fair. I need the card that gives me...
I thought you got a perk.
Oh, a perk, not a thing. Yeah, that's right. Oh, what endurance perks are there?
I mean, there's lots. There's 3.
I know. Special. All right. Toughness. Discard to recover all your HP until the end of turn. When you would suffer damage, suffer no damage instead. Discard to recover all of your radiation. And after you use a drug item, if you would become addicted, you may choose to suffer 3 damage instead. Discard to lose addicted or if you are killed. I'm going to gain toughness.
Okay, so just hang on to that then.
Yep.
And you have to move 1. So you either move into the space with that robot or you move into the rads.
I move into the rads and take 1 radiation damage.
Okay. That is the end of your turn?
Yep.
Unless you want to use your take an extra 2 actions thing?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Last activation.
I mean, we shuffled them, so.
Stars?
I mean, neither of us are enemies, so...
Oh, you're right. We have allied with them, so they don't move.
They're just going to chill.
And robots. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Actually,
it's ranged.
we're equidistant.
And it's
Which one of us is it going to attack?
I feel like you have more hit points right now than I do.
I definitely do. Is that how you make the determination? It might be the first person in the turn order, in which case it's me. It might be the person with more hit points, in which case it's me.
Checking the rules reference.
This is going to be bad. I know there's rules for this. Oh, Clara, Clara, you're being adorable.
Attacks one with the least remaining XP. Or HP.
Ouch. I'm sorry. Yeah. Which robot do you want to do first? The level 3 or the level 2? With the ranged. They're both going to get one hit on you, so I think this probably just kills you on board.
I think it does.
But you might be able to kill them back. Well, you've got toughness, right?
Hold on. I mean, I go back to the starting tile.
Yeah.
I discard all my inventory, but
Your
I keep my equipped
stuff.
cards.
Yeah.
And my HP returns to its max. So I lose like all of this stuff.
Yeah.
But I would keep these. So. Okay.
So, I don't know when we cut out, chat, but Amanda is fighting some stuff.
Yeah, I'm probably going to
So she's fighting a
dying.
Mr. Gutsy. She needed to hit arms. She rolled this, which does not hit arms. Do you want to re-roll any of those? You're going to take 2 damage right now. Well, you're taking 2 damage plus another 2 damage. Although that gets negated by your armor.
I want to re-roll all of them.
Okay.
Because I'm not hitting arms.
Yeah.
With any of them, so.
Yeah, re-roll. Still no
not,
arms.
Yeah.
It's basically the same. So you take 2 damage. And now you have to fight the sentry bot.
Yep.
Which is arms and chest.
Yep.
Well, you got 1 reroll. You've hit its chest twice, which is enough to kill it.
No, I have to hit it 3 times. Well, I hit it 3 times.
Yeah, you're right.
I die, but I also kill it.
All right, do you want to take that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So
you kill it, you gain 3 XP. 2, 3. You go up a level. It goes away.
Do I want endurance or perception? Endurance.
And it's going to respawn all the way back here.
And I'm going to spawn down here.
Okay.
The Crossroads Camp.
So the new robot spawned up here.
Yep.
Amanda is back here in the Crossroads Camp.
And I lose all my stuff.
And you lose all the stuff you're not equipped with. Yeah.
Right. So I lost my stim pack, which goes into that. And I lost my astoundingly awesome tails and my junk.
Okay. And you're back to max hit points.
That's right.
Though your rads don't go away.
Nope.
All right. That
Clara.
was robots. Amanda, do we advance everything now because we reached the end of the deck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both go up 1.
So when you reach the end of the loyalty deck, the enemies both move forward. If they reach the end of the loyalty track,
Yeah,
that's the end of the game. And we both lose.
Yeah, we want to advance.
Do you lose
this...
your cap? You had 1 cap
No.
left. Okay. Just your unequipped stuff. Okay.
Now,
hang on. You had that toughness endurance perk.
Discard to recover all of your HP until the end of your turn. When you would suffer damage, suffer no damage instead. I could discard that and just revert that and not have taken all that damage.
Yeah. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
So you're here. You recover all your HP and you take no damage.
Okay.
Perfect.
Cool.
Oh, and you get your stuff back.
Yeah, I get to keep my stuff.
All right. Excellent.
So what we
Glad I
want to
remembered
do
that.
right now is ideally advance the star at least 1 more and have at
That
least
would be
1
6,
more point
7,
card.
8. Yeah.
Each have 1 more perk card
Yeah.
or faction card. Because that would give us at least 1 more depending on what conditions that card has.
My turn? I'm going to explore this space.
Okay.
Yeesh. It's a big bad.
Yeah. The Pendleton Estate.
And it is a Deathclaw.
Of course it is. Don't love it.
Yeah, it's aggressive.
Yep.
And that guy's aggressive.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to run away. 1, 2. I ran through the rads, so I am at 11 hit points now.
Hey, Clara.
Out of my max of 12. Amanda, it's your turn.
Yeah, it sure is. I'm going to go... Oh, that's not me. That's you. 1, 2. I'm going to take a rad.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to do Signs of Life and do an encounter at a settlement and do an I or an L check of 4.
Well, you have intelligence.
Yep, so
All right.
I have a 1 reroll.
Let's see what you roll. One, 2, none, 3. So there's a 1 in 6 chance if you re-roll that of hitting 4.
What do you mean a 1 in 6 chance?
Aren't there only one side of the die that's 2 pips? Or are there 2 sides that are 2
Anyway, I
pips?
have 3.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You've got a 1 in 2. You did it. 4.
All right. So the way this works is I'm asking around to see who knows how to work this Pip-Boy.
Yep.
And by doing that, I gain a faction card. So may I please have a faction card?
Mm-hmm. Here you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
So for each space, so this is now worth 1, 2,
3,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep, we need 2 more points.
So if we can advance this 1,
Yep, we win.
we win. And if we, one of us can get another faction card that gives us 1 or 2 points, we win. So then I add 71, which is probably going to go into one of these 2 decks.
Yeah. So, chat, we haven't had to add any cards yet, but what happens when you oh, is it a vault card?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So it goes in the vault deck, and you need to go to the vault to encounter it.
Where's the vault deck?
Well, it is the entire vault deck right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So just...
Neat.
We have a 3rd deck now, which is the vault deck.
Yep.
And in order to encounter it, Amanda needs to go to Vault 84 and encounter it.
That.
Cool. Yep. Well done.
Cool.
So that was your full turn.
Yep.
Now things happen.
Yeah. Dudes and big bads.
Yes.
Okay. Let's move dudes.
Okay.
So, 1.
Yep. This guy activates.
Yep.
That guy activates.
Close. And big bads.
Yeah, I don't
This
like
guy
those.
comes closer.
Yep. All right. That's everybody, I think. My turn.
Yep.
I'm going to explore this space.
And you get to decide where that guy goes in that space.
Oh, man. Is that a...
No?
So he's going to start here. And we get a...
You could start him in the center.
You're right. Okay, yeah.
And then he's that many spaces away.
So what is this place?
It is Vault 109.
109.
And we get a Mirelurk Queen.
That's lovely.
She's a
radiation
California.
damage.
Do you want to get rid of her?
Oh, yeah. Let's not do New California.
All right, we have another Deathclaw.
Okay, fine.
Not that much better.
I'm going to go over here now. 1, 2.
Okay.
Your turn.
All right. I want to try and get to Vault 84.
There's nobody in Vault 84 because there was a person there and he moved out.
That's what I'm going to do. This guy's aggressive, though, so if I move into his space...
Oh, he'll attack you.
Yeah.
And it takes 2 moves to move in there. So you could go 1, 2, 3, 4 and be on Vault 84 this turn.
Yeah, I could. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I take 1 rad.
Yeah. Okay. Ready for enemies?
I'm ready.
Shields? Is that the only shield still? Wow.
Yeah.
Mutants. There must be a mutant on one of these 2 spaces.
Yeah, there's got to be one on one of those 2.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
My go.
Yep.
I'm going to explore here.
Okay.
Most likely a mutant.
Not
No.
yet.
Vault 44. Oh, no, that's a expansion card. Excuse me.
Nope. There we go. Super mutant camp.
Are there super mutants in the super mutant camp?
One would assume so. Here, have a super mutant behemoth.
That's
Nope,
lovely.
don't.
Well,
Here, have a super mutant brute.
there he goes. All right, so that was 1. And then I'm going to move 2, 3. I gain 1 hit point because I can't gain 2.
Yeah,
But I moved through 2 rads. All right, your turn.
I'm going to encounter at the vault.
Yes, you can do that now.
All right.
Do you want me to read it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. A figure stands with open arms and flanking guards behind the door. Welcome to Vault 84. I'm Overseer Hayes, the leader of this vault. We haven't let outsiders in over 100 years, so I hope you realize how exceptional this is. But after certain recent events, well, let's just say when your stolen Pip-Boy connected, I saw an opportunity. You may thank her and ask about the rules of the vault, or walk away.
I'm going to thank her and ask about rules for the vault.
Okay. Don't start any trouble, and you should be fine. However, we have an annual vote to exile dangerous people from the vault. Even with my blessing, you're not immune. Shuffle cards 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 78, and 79, and randomly add a number of them equal to the survivors, and then trash the rest. So
how
add
many?
2
So
from 72 through 79.
okay. So we randomly add.
Yep, shuffle them up.
And we have 2 of us, so I grab 2 of these.
Add a number of them equal to survivors, yes. Then trash all the rest and trash this card. So we have no idea what could happen the next time you encounter the vault.
Yep.
Can you encounter it again in the same turn? Because I know there's restrictions on doing some actions twice in the same turn.
A survivor can perform this action at each encounter icon no more than once per turn. So if there's an encounter icon like a vault or a settlement or a ruin, you can do it only once.
Okay. So you could just stay where you are and rest. You wouldn't gain any hit points, but you would gain the well-rested perk. Man, there's a lot of stuff on the board. But as long as I'm not killed by a super mutant this turn, I'm going to be running for the place up north.
Yeah.
And try and fight that guy.
If you can fight that guy, you apply +1 to its level. And if you win, this goes up 1.
And we win.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna guys there.
There are so many guys there. You're absolutely right.
Actually, I'm going to stay there. I'm going to rest.
And get well rested?
I'm going to get the well rested perk.
Okay. While you do that, I'm going to see what enemies activate.
Okay.
Well, fine. Super mutants activate.
Of course they do. So eventually that was going to happen.
This guy's going to move into the space with me, and he's aggressive, so he's going to fight me. He's a level 3. I have to hit his chest. So. Well, I hit his chest once, twice, and because of my rifle, this headshot counts as a hit.
Neat.
So I hit him 3 times, which means he dies. I'm taking 9 damage.
Oh, God, yeah, that's 9.
Wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Good thing you can walk through radiation.
Yeah, I killed him.
Yeah. So
I get 3 loot.
And 3 XP.
And 3 XP. So let's do the XP. 1, 2, level up.
I have your 3 loot.
3.
The dice show up really nicely on camera.
Yeah.
They're very bright.
Okay, I picked A or I. I'm going to take A because I get rerolls with my rifle with that. So I have agility and I have perception, which means I get 2 rerolls right now in a fight. Hi, Clara. I'm sorry these aren't treats. Amanda, can you pass me the treats?
Oh, of course.
She's been so good. Oh. And she unplugged a thing. Here. Give her some treats. She unplugged the Zoom cam.
Oh.
Yay. Treats for Clara. All right.
Good girl.
So that was the first part of the enemy activation. Next, bugs and other small critters activate.
All right, so this turns over.
Okay.
It's another stingwing.
Okay.
This stingwing is going to move into here.
Mm-hmm.
This mole rat's going to move into here.
Mm-hmm.
It's moving. No, it's going to move into here.
Okay.
This is going to move in with me and attack me. So it's aggressive.
Yep, it's level 2 heads and legs. Oh, head, chest, and legs. Yeah, your chances of hitting this are quite good. Head, chest, arms, chest, legs. Do you want to re-roll this? It's level 2, so you're killing it with just these 2.
Yeah, I'll re-roll that.
Okay.
Cool.
Legs. So you killed it.
Does 2 damage to me. I kill it.
Does none damage to you.
Oh, that's
you have
right.
You have your heavy armor.
An armor. I have metal armor. So I get 2 XP. 2.
And that's it. It's dead. I will put a new bug out. Are there any other critters to move?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then big bads move.
That's your loot.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even look at my loot.
They're going to move towards you, Andy.
Yeah. Here.
And these guys actually move towards me.
That is one full space.
Yeah, I need to get out of here.
All right. New bug appears here.
Yeah. It's pretty much equidistant at that point.
Yeah. So. Let's see what loot I got.
Yeah, what loot did you get, Andy?
I got Preston Garvey. Exhaust to ignore the effects of difficult terrain until the end of your turn. If there is not a Vault 68 or 109 deck, keep this companion when it unexhausts. So, cool. I get Covert Ops Training when you camp. If you do not have Perception, you may discard this card to gain 2 XP. I do have Perception, so it's not really useful at all. Yeah. And I get Purified Water. So I'm going to discard this because I can't carry any more stuff. And take my Purified Water during your turn. You may discard this card to recover 5 HP. That seems handy.
Yeah.
All right. Is that everybody is done moving?
I think so.
I'm going to discard a Purified Water to gain 5 HP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to move 1, 2. I moved through radiation, so I gain 1 more. 3, 4.
Okay.
I'm close.
Yeah, you are.
Your turn.
My turn.
Do you want to encounter the vault before you run?
I'm running away. I'm going to use all of my action to run.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Ran around the rads here. Couldn't run through here because this is difficult terrain.
Right.
So you had to run that way. But yeah. Good. Chat what the last thing they saw was. Hey chat, what's the last thing you saw?
Yeah, what? Her little piece of cardboard is...
Yeah, I know. She'll get it. She's having fun.
Did Clara unplug us again?
No.
She did unplug the Zoom cam at one point, which might have thrown stuff off, so... Andrew saying good. Just finished moving.
Okay. So, now I moved into this space.
Yep.
Amanda drew, because I'm doing the encounter at that space.
Yep,
so
we're
Amanda
trying to
drew
break
a guy.
the chains. We're going to try and assassinate Asher.
And what she drew was this guy here. He is a level 1 looter.
But he's a level 2 because of the encounter we're doing.
Right. So I have to hit his legs.
Twice.
Oh.
You hit the legs twice.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
You did it.
Legs, chest. I'm going to take it.
You take 6 damage.
Yes, I take 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a good thing that I got that purified water because that healed me 5.
And then it increases the star 1. We would place a shield at the bridge, which would be here.
Yep.
You'd get 3 XP. And we would stage 2 more cards.
But we win, right?
We win.
What's our total?
Because that's
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we were going to 10 points.
1, 2, 3,
oh, you're
4,
right. 12.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points.
Yeah. We did it!
Go us!
So the cards that would have come out next would be 65 and 64 and 157.
Thank you for the bit.
I just want to see what we would have hit. 64 and 157. So the 2 that would have come out next would be 64. Bear with me. The price of teddy bears is on the rise. Yes, you heard that right. Despite Asher's death, the slavers have not disbanded. At their head, Sandra, a scientist of some repute, is offering competitive prices for bears. For some reason, this has rallied the slavers. Weird, but okay. You can bring a collection of bears to Sandra by going to Haven and discarding 2 junk cards, or you can encounter on a settlement and spend any number of caps and place them on this card, by placing the 10th cap on the card. Whatever she's looking for, you can't let her find it. Purchase and hide several teddy bears. And can't touch this. Meitner and Somerville have been rivals for years. What started as a small dispute has escalated to a violent feud. This time, Meitner has crafted an indestructible bunker, and Somerville is fixing up something she found in the wasteland to bust inside that bunker. Steal the prototype for Meitner, or help Somerville fix up her device. So, yeah.
Just out of curiosity, if you had encountered the vault again, pass me the top card of the vault deck and I'll read it to you. So if you had encountered the vault, you round a corner and a small kid slams into you at full sprint, which knocks a book out of her hands. Hey, watch where you're going! You pick the book up and hand it to her. It looks like it was once some kind of manual with 109 on the front, but now it's covered in drawings. If this is the last card in the deck, add card number 80.
It's not.
You can ask her if you can see the book or offer to play with her, which is a 4-check agility. So you get 2 rerolls on agility.
I would have offered to play with her. What would have happened if I had succeeded playing with her?
You keep up with her even as she weaves through the confines of the vault. You're fun. I'm going to tell Mommy all about the fun we had. Keep this card. It is an endorsement.
So that if people are voting who gets knocked out of the vault, I have an endorsement on my side.
So I think you guys get the idea of this game. There's a lot of variation as you play with all these different branching options. When you're playing competitively, which we've only done a couple of times, you very much get a sort of butting of heads. Like if Amanda had allied herself with the slavers and I had allied myself with the slaves.
I would have been trying to do these missions very differently than Andy was, and whichever one of us got to our goal first would have been changing this track.
Yeah. And we would have had to go longer just because now, Amanda, you have...
I had...
9 points?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8... Yeah, I had 9 points. So, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the 100 bits. You are
the Bit King.
Thank you very much, Lobster of Revenge.
Thank you.
So, this official Battleground channel will not have any streams over the course of the weekend.
Most likely, yeah.
Most likely. I will return on Monday morning at noon for more Tau painting. I'm probably going to do some off camera over the weekend.
Yeah.
I also want to do some video editing and other stuff over the weekend.
Yeah, and I have some work to do that I've been not doing. I'm not required to be doing it, given the situation. But it's stuff that I've committed to doing, that I've said I will keep up on, so I want to get that done.
But even with the official Battleground channel down for the weekend, there is a lot you can do to hang out with Battleground folks. Amanda and Pi are probably both going to be streaming at some point on their individual channels
Tomorrow?
Over the course of the weekend.
Yep.
So Amanda will be reading at some point.
I'm going to be reading the first chapter or two of the first book in the Song of the Lioness Quartet by Tamara Pierce, which is one of my favorite series. It's one of my favorite worlds of all the books I've ever read. And the idea of getting to read it out loud makes me really happy. So my Twitch channel is Merriman Lion. I am Merriman Lion in the chat. That is MERRIMANLYON, all one word. And it will be my first stream on my own channel, because normally when I do painting streams and Lego streams and board game streams and stuff, I'm streaming on the Battleground channel, because my painting streams are usually being done from the Battleground loft, so I do them as a Battleground stream. So this will be my first me stream on my channel, and I figure I'm gonna make my stream a creative stream with Lego building, origami folding, and book reading. So it'll be creative and chatting.
And our good friend Insidious Pie will be streaming, also reading probably, and maybe some Jackbox and general fun stuff.
She's going to host some Jackbox stuff sometime tomorrow, probably either before or after what I do. Hey, Travis!
Travis!
Hello, thank you for the bits.
In at the very end.
Yeah.
Thank you. So
Good
I'm
to see
actually
you,
going to raid.
Who are we gonna raid?
We're going to go raid Matt Wiggins, who is doing March Madness.
Oh, is he actually on?
Yeah, he is currently playing Final Fantasy VII, or I'm sorry, Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age.
Oh, yeah, March Madness.
So we're going to go hang out with Matt for a little while. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us. We
Travis, quick
have
before
had
we go,
so much fun.
I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, lots of banana pancakes.
I hope Selena's okay.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us, Sprout Girl.
Yeah.
I don't know if Toshi is still in chat. Pi, I think, went to sleep. But, yeah, thank you, everybody who spent some time with us tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you, anybody who's watching in the VOD or the YouTube archive. We do this for you.
Yeah,
It is a lot of fun.
If you follow me, you'll get notified when I go live. So.
And we'll make announcements in the Discord. Don't forget to join the Battleground Discord, which is listed down below here.
We are doing well, Travis. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are okay too.
Yeah. So thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Yeah.
Amanda, why don't you complete thanking folks while I start the raid?
So yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. If you are part of the Battleground community, thank you for sticking with us through this difficult time. If you're not part of the Battleground community, now